I want you to ask yourself, have I turned off my empathy button? A safe space is a place or an environment where a person or collective of people can feel confident that they won't be exposed to emotional or physical harm.
It ain't really out of love if you keepin' tally. I stood tall, even crawled through the peaks and valleys. Look in the mirror, I see Poozy and I think of Mally. Throw up the West, some of the best came out of Northern Cali. They paid me 20 just to speak at the school rally.
Emotional fluency is being able to sense, translate, and express those emotions in a healthy and productive manner.
Gratitude for all I've been given. The gifts that I have ain't have ribbons. A car can't do shit for a nigga who ain't driven. I advise you to try. The universe is forgiving.
It's interesting because when you shake a soda can, you can't really tell if it has been shaken until you open the top and it explodes everywhere. In the same way, you can never really tell if the black boy has been shaken, emotionally abused, or traumatized until some type of event happens and then his top is open and he too explodes everywhere.
This life is for living, the soul is for seeking, these hands are for giving, the goals is for reaching, the flows is for teaching, the game is for sale. Try not to blame your parents, just know they did well, just know that they was growing. The shit they used to hide is now showing. If you can't swim, then keep rowing. I need you to save me from me. I'm running on E.
For black boys and men, those cries are rarely ever tears. Instead, they come off as abrasive behaviors, acts of violence, drug abuse, and in worst cases, suicide. In the American Journal of Orthopsychiatry, an article titled "Boys Don't Cry, Addressing the Unmet Needs of African American Boys," it states that African American communities are lacking safe spaces for black boys to express their emotions. And they're also lacking mentor groups as well.
Save me from me. I'm running on E. I'm trying to be free. Ain't got no hits, can't keep no bitch, ain't got no friend, but niggas rich on niggas rich, and niggas rich, yeah, they got cash, but that's about it. They was scheming, I was dreaming, they got songs that got no meaning. I get high, spoke my demons. I like girl that drink my that shit lead to problems, that shit lead to change. Used to be scoring champ, he led the league in games. I hate, I see his pain. He look like me a lot. You know it's hard to be fulfilled when you need a lot.
Just imagine, right? You're a young black boy, you're being exposed to violence, you're being exposed to racism as well as white supremacy, and then you're also seeing black males be murdered on a loop that plays on every social media platform that you log on to. See, safe spaces and the language of emotional fluency is a necessity for us to survive.
Hey, Millie said, don't be like Diddy. I just had to laugh it off. Already been like Diddy. Shouldn't even laugh at all. Too much pride to make that call. You gon' trip and take that fall. You down 2 and on defense. You gon' pray and take that ball. I do both, I want it all. They still focus on the wall. Think these people care about niggas? Taxidermy on their walls. I'm the one that make the calls and the one that take the calls. So there's a player, but I end up as the one that make the balls. Niggas save me.
So Nate, how did you become emotionally fluent? I'm glad you asked, because I know you want to know, right? While in the posture of running from my own emotional trauma, I found myself in my bedroom in the dark, contemplating and wondering if this would be the day that I would end it all. These were my thoughts, right? I was 3 colleges down. I just had lost a close friend to suicide and another one in prison. I was flat broke, and me and my family were on the verge of being evicted from our home. Now, looking back, I realized that I didn't necessarily want to die. I just wanted to kill the pain.
Took me back to 2012 when my shit got deleted. It hurt my soul, but I kept working, I ain't even need it. That shit go viral, running mads, and then you gotta see it. We made Free Game Friday on what the people needed. I've been the man since a fetus. I feel like Jesus. I keep composing, I'm chosen, I keep reloading. I really do it cause I love it. The feeling different. I ain't persuaded by the public when I'm feeling different. I talk my shit and hold my nuts even when it's rough. My eyes open, see through bluffs, niggas on that stuff.
Introduced me to 2 other black men, and they invited me into their brotherhood. So we started training and working out 5 to 6 days a week. But before we would work out, we would sit in that locker room for about 30 to 45 minutes and just talk and fellowship. And what I was exposed to in that locker room, it changed my life forever. I was exposed to men, not even just men, I was exposed to black men being vulnerable and transparent, sharing what they were going through and how they were getting through it. And I don't know if they intentionally did this at all, but those men They created a safe space for me to feel seen and heard without the fear of judgment.
Brandon had them keys for me, he was acting tough. Ain't said a word, but yet I'm heard, it's time to pack him up. The OG see me outside, say they go Lil Russ. A black truck to pick me up, I do a little munch. I trained in camp in Milwaukee, I seen a lot of bucks. I ain't care much when I was broke, I still don't give a fuck. Save me from me. I'm running on EE. I'm trying to be free.
Quickest way to learn a new language is to immerse yourself in the environment where that language is primary. So now, as an entrepreneur, as a mentor, part of my work is going into schools and different underserved communities and teaching students and staff members the importance of safe space creation as well as emotional fluency. Because what I believe is this, for black boys, if we can get them early and help them to change their internal world, their external world will be shaped by them instead of their external world shaping them.
Be free. I'm in the deep water. Save me. Save me from me. I'm running on E.
In 2020, I published a book titled I Love You, Letters of Love from Black Men to Black Boys, with love being the blueprint to create a safe space for someone. So this way you can actually teach them the language of emotional fluency and allow them to feel and embrace their emotions, right? And now when I say love, I'm not talking about the watered down version of love that y'all know from your soap operas and sitcoms and things like that, with the conditions attached to it. It's none of that. I'm talking about an unconditional love, agape if you will, right? That consists of 4 action steps. We're gonna break these down real quick. 4 action steps. Listen, open heart, validate, encourage. Listen with the intention to understand and not respond. Open your heart up to embrace and feel the emotions of our boys. Validate that their feelings are in fact real and respect them as valid. And encourage them with how you show up every single day with energy and how you interact with them. You have the power and the ability to discourage them or encourage them. Now, I noticed for me, by applying these 4 steps over a sustained period of time, I realized that I was able to create a safe space for black boys in a matter of minutes. A matter of minutes. And again, you have the power to do that as well. And
Save me from me. I'm running on E. I'm trying to be free. I'm in a deep water.
book, Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome, Dr. Joy DeGruy, she paints the picture of trauma being passed down from generation to generation. Now, if that is true, if trauma can be passed down from generation to generation, then imagine this. That means that healing and love can also be passed down from generation to generation. But it starts now with us. Everyone here, everyone viewing, it starts with us. To provide our boys with the tools that they need, not to just survive. Like, we're past survival, but we're talking about thriving now. I want you to sit with this question. I want you to ask yourself, have I turned off my empathy button? Language of emotional fluency, something that's only for me, my family, and my culture. Now, if you answer yes to any of these questions non-verbally, I will not ask you to raise your hand or say anything. But what I will ask you to do is turn your empathy button back on and lend a helping hand in this emotional war zone that black boys are unarmed to fight in. To every black man and black boy under the sound of my voice that will see this for years to come, if you've ever felt unseen, unheard, unloved, misunderstood, disrespected, left out, just know I see you, I hear you, I love you, and I'm fighting for you. Thank you.
The world becomes Disneyland. Problems become
Black man, move from the heart and get your mind right. Black man, made lemonade out of limelight. I turned the execution to a revolution. We don't need your pity, we don't need excuses, we need new solutions. Split the pie with my niggas, split the pie with the fans, split the pie with my pops. Still had pie in the pan. Shit, I would give you 5, but I got pie on mine. They don't hear you though. Come on, we done fucked the game up. They stopped when the elevator broke. We still came up. Know how many people told me no? I ain't change up. I see you, he know what's up. Come on, I stuck to the code. I kept digging and struck gold. This is the greatest story ever told. I stuck to the code, kept on digging and struck gold. This is the greatest story ever.
I'm right here when you're scared and alone. You don't never gotta worry.